Right. Rolling.
G'day viewers, welcome to the Advocate Footy video for another week. We're joined by Jordan Abell this week on a bit of a wintry old day here at Olsen. Ground's not too bad, Nick, considering though, Jordan. It's looks like it's got a fair cover of grass on it, better than a few going around the place at the moment.
Yeah, Pertec Oval and Wynyard Rec need a bit more better drainage, but this one's in okay nick.
Yeah, no, it's bloody the winter has really set in. Cams gives us the keys to the footy video today, so it's just us two. It's pretty fresh. But I'm sure all the action, plenty of hot action this weekend, and we'll start off with the NTFL and a big game at Wynyard versus a Latrobe team that's really on the up at the moment.
Yeah, they've come back into form. Probably they lost here by 1 point probably about a month ago now, but that was a real turning point to their season. And the last 3 weeks they've who have they cleaned up? East Devonport, Penguin, Smithton. So no, they're in hot form and probably the form team, the comp, obviously, other than Wynyard, who haven't lost yet.
Do you think Wynyard are due? Do you think this might be the one, or at home they're going to be too strong?
No, I don't believe in due for losses, but Wynyard will win, won't they?
I think Wynyard got enough guns. I think Latrobe is still just trying to get a settled team. I think Ned Perry's still trying to just find that formula, but they're getting closer, and I think I wouldn't be surprised if these two teams play off in the grand final come September. We'll move on to the second game of the round. This will be here at Olsen, where the Robins take on the two Blues of Penguin.
Penguin have hit a mid-season wall. Sorry.
Oh, they've hit a big bloody speed bump at the moment. Penguin, Peter Tellman, and he's just scratching his head trying to work out what's wrong. Felt they were a little bit flat. He said it wasn't a physical thing, it's probably more a mental thing. So. Yeah. Look, it's a long season. You've got to get through this hard slog of winter games, but if you're not mentally prepared to get through that, then really you can start losing a lot of ground on the competition. And Penguin now, they're in a dogfight with Smithton for that last final spot now. So it's a really important game for them. They've got a good record against Olsen recently.
Dearly missed Jack Templeton though. Since he's been out. What has it been? 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah, 3 now.
They haven't looked like winning. So
no.
Not sure if he's going to be back this week, but if he does play, they're a chance.
Yeah, I think Olsen just got enough goal kickers,
even without team. Cotton and
like Davies steps up. They've got enough blokes to cover, I think, and so I think they might get the win here. In the final game over Gerson Park, East Devonport hosts Smithton. Now, last time this game was played at East Devonport, the Swans were quite good for 3 quarters, but fell away badly. Did you see a repeat of that?
Yeah, it looked like the Swans were going to go on to register their first win of the year. No, I don't see a repeat at all. Smithton, like you said just before, in a big dogfight for the 4th spot with Penguin, and I reckon they'll register a pretty comfortable 10+ goal win. Although the Swans have improved the last few weeks too.
Yep.
Moving on to the TSL now, we've got a big clash, I guess, for the Magpies this Saturday. Cole at home up against the Western Storm, I believe. You'll be there?
Yeah, I'm covering that match for the Advocate on Saturday. Look, Devonport, they're a bit hot and cold at the moment. Their home form's been quite decent all year. Their last bad loss at home was probably against this Western Storm team. And look, their last couple of home games they pushed. Well, they won against Northern Bombers. They pushed Glenorchy. And probably should have won that match, but Western Storm I think are a different level to those two teams. And look, they found it hard to combat Hills and McCulloch last time. So if those two are on fire again, I think Devonport probably will have their work cut out for them and could be in for a long day at the office.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. And obviously we have the Burnie Dockers travelling up to Launceston now. Although they sit in 3rd, they clash with North Launceston, and if they lose, they're a chance to drop back out of the 5. That's how close it is up the top of the table. Huge clash. Dockers have still got a few out, so it's going to be tough.
Yeah, look, Burnie, because they're poor form early on, Burnie, sort of their mini finals games, sort of leading up into finals for Burnie. So every win's important. They get some obviously key players back this week. Hopefully, Laycock. Hopefully, McKenna.
McKenna's definitely back from suspension, but Laycock probably not. And McKenna will probably have the big job on Chrissy Tarrant. Flying in for his 2nd or 3rd game for the year.
What about Bannon? Was Bannon?
No, I spoke to Bannon the other day. He's out too.
Again,
and I don't think Caleb Hyssop or Rudy Barrett are up either. So I know they've beaten some lower sides with a few out over the last few weeks. So this is a different kind of test, I think, up against St Little John's men.
Yeah, they pushed Western Storm last week, didn't they? They pretty much should have won that game probably. I think Western Storm only got over the line just in the final minutes of the game. So this will be another good test for the Dockers, and that's shaping up to be a pretty interesting TSL season, I think.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a clear-cut standout team. Clarence Pro just come back to the fold a little bit.
Yeah, I think Burnie, if they get all their players back come finals, considering they've reached the last 3 grand finals, you wouldn't want to play and come September.
No, they'll still be a handful for most teams, I think. That wraps up our TSL wrap. We'll move on now to our little segment that Cameron and I done the other week. Good call, bad call. We've admitted we blatantly ripped it off Channel 9's Footy Classified. So apologies to Caro and Gary Loinchop and Hutchie and Lloydo. But it's apparently received rave reviews, so we've decided to dust it off again. And
Right.
so we've got a couple here for you, Jordan.
Okay, fire
Right,
away.
yeah, I've got it written down here. Wynyard deserve a home final, irrespective of their ground conditions. Good call, bad call.
Bad call, and I think even Wynyard players and coaches would agree with me on this one because they're going to be far more damaging on a good surface,
Yep.
maybe a Girdlestone Park, a wider surface. So if it was reduced to a bog against, say, let's say an Ulverston or a Trove in that first week,
Yep.
then who knows what could happen. But if it's a good ground with good surface, they're going to beat anyone. So
Yep.
bad call there, Coley, really
Right,
bad.
Now on to you. What do you got for me?
I've got one here. Devonport have become the Smithton of the TSL.
Good call. Mate, hey, they've been pretty good at home this year, Devonport. Maxie Brown's boys they've fired up at home. They've had some honourable losses, and if there's such thing in footy these days, and pushed some good teams. They've only had probably the one bad loss there, but on the road they've been terrible this year. Let me just run you through some numbers. 88, 80, 76, 98, 44 and 76.
What are they?
They've been their away losses this year.
No.
Now, that's, we give Smithton a fair bit for their form on the road. I think Devonport are pretty much on that same boat at the moment. So they've really they want to become a genuine contender in TSL competition in future years. They've got to improve that road form, otherwise they won't be playing finals for a few years yet.
Fair enough.
Jordan, for you again.
What have you got for me?
Something about Penguin, I think. Hang on. This is planned, of course. Is Penguin's goose cooked for 2014, given their recent poor form?
Bad call.
Bad call.
Premature call. They still sit in 4th position. They are, Cole.
Yeah.
Still in 4th. So, look, big games up against obviously Ulverston this weekend. I don't expect them to win, but the game against Smithton in 2 weeks' time, I might be able to answer you after that. But at the moment, it's a bad call.
Bad call,
Premature
right?
call.
And your final one?
Repeated visits from the former AFL players devaluing the state league. Chris Tarrant, Jamie Charman,
Alan Didak.
the list goes on.
Brett Guerra.
Campbell Brown. What do you make of it all, Cole?
Can I sit on the fence call on this one, Jordan?
No.
Oh, look, I understand the TSL competition isn't, crowds aren't exactly flocking to regular home and away games. Let's be honest.
Crowds are horrendous.
Crowds aren't that good. So the TSL clubs need these players for an injection of cash through the gates, and it helps set them up throughout the year. However, this is your premier, competition in the state. Does it need that as a marketing tool to help it survive? Oh.
This is a big call, ladies and gentlemen. Bad call, good call.
No, I think it's a bad call.
Bad call.
Yeah, no, look, I think they do add something. And look, at the end of the day, the TSL is not the VFL, it's not the SANFL, it's not the WA, it's not the WAFL. So,
yeah.
Look, I think they've been good. I do get a bit. I don't like what happened with Tarrant last year, where he played for North Launceston and then played for Glenorchy. I don't keep him at one club, and I think keep him to 2 or 3 appearances, and I think everyone will be happy at the end of the day.
Well, that was a long call, folks, but we eventually got an answer out of the big fella. Thanks for joining us on this week's edition of the Advocate Footy Wrap, and we'll catch you again soon.